guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite things, which is hacking a pattern. I love adding my own personal touch to patterns that interest me, and I have been doing that a lot more lately, and it's just kind of something that I really enjoy. So before I get into anything, I just want to say, if you like my videos, hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell if you want to be notified when I have another video. I talk about fabric hauls on my channel. I talk about what I'm making, what I've been sewing, what I plan on sewing, how I organize my sewing room. So join along for the ride if you want to, and I will see you in a sec. Okay, so let's get started. I made this beautiful skirt. Okay, so this skirt comes from the Hettie Skirt Pattern from Fibremood. I think it's issue 9, I believe, but I will have to confirm and I will pop that up. But there are so many changes that I made to the skirt, so I felt like it deserved a video. So number one, the skirt itself has 3 tiers. So this is tier number 1. It has a waistband. This is tier number 1. Tier number 2 ends around here, and then tier number 3 comes down here. So there's 3 tiers. What I basically did is I decided I just wanted the top tier and like one long bottom tier. Do you see? The second tier on the pattern is a lot skinnier than the bottom tier because it kind of, you know, increases the gathers as it goes out, which is what a lot of 3-tiered skirts do. So I decided that I wanted a super gathered look up here because I thought that would be really cool, add a lot of interest right here. And so I decided to use the width of the bottom tier, but use the length of the second and third tier put together. And I actually did not get rid of the seam allowances. I just stacked the 2 pattern pieces on top of each other. Super simple. I didn't even draft a new pattern piece. I laid my fabric out. I put the second tier here, the third tier here, and since I'm a little bit taller, I didn't overlap them to account for their seam allowances. So I just stacked them right on top of each other. And then I started cutting with my rotary cutter at the bottom of the third tier, all the way to the length, to the width of the third tier, went up. And then when I got to the second tier, like I said, it's a lot skinnier. I didn't go in, I just kept going straight up with using the width of the third tier. So I basically made the tiers, I just cut out 2 on the fold, and I made them as wide as the third tier, but as tall as the second and third put together. So it's really simple. I just laid the 2 out and like, and cut out my tiers. So you're probably asking me, if you've seen this pattern, how I ended up doing that, because there are actually a lot more pattern pieces than what I'm saying. So these were the front pattern pieces. The back pattern pieces are not cut on the fold for the skirt because they have a zipper in the back, but the zipper only goes far enough down to be just on the first tier. So I said to myself, there's no reason for the back tier or the back bottom of the skirt to not be cut on the fold. There's no reason to cut them in 2 pieces and then have a seam in the back, because you only need the seam to separate for the invisible zip on the top tier. So what I did, let's review this again. I cut out the bottom tier as 2 pieces on the fold. So the front was cut on the fold and the back was cut on the fold, and they were exactly the same width and height. Super simple, way easier, less seams. If you have a big print, it's even better because you don't have to worry about the print mix matching like at the back seam. So I really liked how that worked out. The top tier, I still cut out the top front on the fold, which is what the pattern wants you to do. And then on the back, I cut out the 2 pieces for the back separately. I did not cut them out on the fold because obviously, as I've said, the invisible zipper is here. Excuse me while I try to do my button while I'm talking. And it needs to open. So there's my invisible zip. I went ahead and reinforced where the invisible zip is with a little bit of interfacing, as you can see like underneath my zipper there. I don't think that was included in the pattern, but this fabric's really thin. And so I went ahead and did that. I've got my little tag here, which is super cute. I also took it upon myself to create a really cute little covered button. And I will put a link down below for some covered buttons kits, covered button kits that you can use to make this. It's so easy, you guys. And then I had a perfectly matching button, which I thought was really cool. And you'll probably notice something else about this skirt that I haven't talked about yet, and that is, I added buttons. So there was something that this skirt was missing, and I don't know if it was because of the fabric I used, which is a really light floral fabric, and it's like a tan color, which makes it very neutral and very easy to mix and match with my wardrobe. But I just like felt like it was missing something, and I just kept seeing buttons in the front. And although it doesn't have a button placket, I went ahead, popped some interfacing back here because I wanted to make sure, I actually used some bias stay tape. I wanted to make sure that the buttons would not rip through the fabric or be unstable or anything like that. So pop some interfacing back there, and I put on these beautiful wooden buttons. And I think it depends on how big the button is for how many you end up putting there. But I ended up putting 8, and I really like how that looks, and I really like how close together they are. The waistband, I didn't change anything about that. And the fabric itself, I have already talked about it before. This is actually not really what I plan to make with this fabric in my fabric haul video about this fabric, but I'm really happy with what I ended up choosing. And I'm just so happy with this, you guys. Like, I feel like I completely transformed this skirt into something that is so me, so amazing, something I'm gonna love wearing, and like, I feel like it hardly even looks like the pattern it started out as. So for me, that is like, sewing is already awesome because you can't go buy this in the store, and I feel like that's really cool because no one else will have it. But even more so, hacking a pattern and changing it and adding buttons and adding trim and doing special stuff takes a lot of time, takes a lot of mental brain power. But it's just so cool when you're done, because like, if you spend more time in it, you're more in love with it when you're done, you're more attached to it, you're gonna wear it more, and it just makes it that much more awesome. So I really love hacking patterns, so I have a lot more of those to come. But anyways, I am going to stop babbling on, and I will end this video with some beautiful pictures of this skirt in action when I was wearing it the other day and took some photos. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up so other people can find it if you liked it, and hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell if you want to be notified when I have another video. And leave me a comment with a question or anything you want to say, any patterns you're thinking about hacking. I would love to know, because I am always up for a hack. Anything you want me to see if I want to hack. So yeah, let me know, and I hope you guys have a good day and you enjoy the video and you enjoy the pictures that I'm going to leave you with. Bye!